all the equipments, the manufacturer is providing guideline. If we follow his guideline, definitely there will be a better performance of equipment. It may be valve, it may be pump, it may be reactor, whatever it may be. But we need to follow the manufacturer's guideline, because the guidelines given by manufacturer is not just written by someone else. It is written after long experience from different users. So definitely we need to follow guideline. This will be the short and sweet way to get a better performance of equipment. The better solution is that suppose there is a complaint that this particular pump is not working. Then the concerned in charge, the immediate supervisor or engineer must go to site, meet the person who is operating and ask him, what is your actual problem? Communicated problem may be different, but actual may be different. So we need to find out the actual fault, what equipment is facing. Then we need to keep experienced technician to check as different parameters, rotation, coupling, then shaft condition, seal condition, suction feed, different parameters we need to verify. And it should be sequential, not only one parameter, different hundreds of parameters we need to verify. So after verifying different parameters, anybody can justify what is the fault and how to attend it. So simply by sitting at chair, by in AC, we cannot solve all the problem properly. We need to go to site. We need to consult the operating person. We need to apply our out-of-box thinking. Then we can get some quick solution and better solution. If you consider pump, then pump is selected based on the process application need, process equipment, which chemical we are going to pump, at what quantity and what head. Based on these basic parameters, pump is selected. Then this selected pump must be operated at the design parameter only. If we are operating at design parameter and still we find any difficulty in its performance, then we need to refer its operating manual and check what the deviation, what the specifics and difference, and accordingly required correction need to carry out. So there is lots of difference. See, there may be mechanical seal leakage, there may be low head development, there may be coupling failure, there may be misalignment. So according to, there may be some vibration. So we need to review all the parameters different and compare it with the OEM, means manufacturer's specification. We can also carry out vibration analysis, we can also carry out online balancing or whatever may be. So after completion of this, rechecking, again preventive maintenance regularly, this may solve our lots of problems.
Sir, I think there are more than 10 or 15 types of different pumps actually. There are centrifugal pumps, there are double diaphragm pumps, there are some plastic pumps also are available in the market, and there are rotary gear pumps and lobe pumps. So there are different types of pumps also. So how can we actually, how do you decide that what kind of pump you want in your factory, sir?
Sir, it depends upon the application. For which application and what safety parameter you are considering. Based on that, you need to select pump. If I need continuous flow with low pressure, then I can select centrifugal pump. If my chemical is hazardous, dangerous, if any spillage or leakage may create some environmental effect or may create some accident to some employee, then we can go for this air operated diaphragm pump, because there will be no any mechanical seal. If our liquid is at higher temperature, so accordingly we may consider jacketed pump. If our liquid is acidic nature or alkaline nature, acidic nature, then definitely we need to consider the pump material suitable for corrosion resistance. And different parameters we need to consider. If we are going to pump high viscous oil, then we may consider gear pump or positive displacement pump. So as per application, we need to consider different types and different model of pumps.
Can you tell us something more about industrial valves also, sir?
Sir, basically valve is a important component, important link of the all equipments. If you are considering valves in any process industry, this is the basic element which is connecting one equipment to another equipment. And this link must be better. If we fail to select the proper valve, we will fail to operate our process in safe condition. So valve selection is the best and most essential requirement for any kind of process industry.
So how can we select the right valve actually?
See, sir, right valve selection is again based on its process requirement, its process parameters, and its automation, its manual operation, different parameters, different capacity, everything we need to consider. And also we should consider valves from only the manufacturers who is giving some better quality. Otherwise it may result into breakdown of plant.
Sir, can you share some basic knowledge about reactors, the selection, their operation, maintenance and repair tips of reactors in process industry?
Sir, basically reactors available in process industry depend upon its application. Suppose some corrosive application is there, then people are using glass line equipment or graphite or lead line equipment. In less corrosive atmosphere, stainless steel reactors are utilized. Basically reactors is equipment which is having agitator to mix different chemicals, and also cooling or heating provision is given. So cooling or heating is provided by jacket or coil, whatever may be suitable as per application, and mixing is done by agitator, suitable type of agitator utilized. And to prevent its vapor coming out from to the atmosphere, one mechanical seal is provided at the shaft inlet. And this reactor may be pressure vessel or it may be non-pressure vessel, depend upon the required process application. So according to this, different types of reactors are available and different process users are using as per their specific requirement only. Specific requirement. We need to consider only specific requirement. We cannot not generalize that reactor is this reactor can be utilized anywhere. We need to go for specific application only.
Sir, how much important is automation in process industry, sir?
Sir, basically automation in process industry is most essential to avoid human error. Human error generally happens because humans are thinking, humans are creative, humans are taking some chance to deviate something. So if our process is repetitive, repeating after some time period or repeating after some cycle, so definitely we should put automation so that there will be a minimum possible chance of error. So automation helps to avoid manual error, plus it reduces manpower, and also it increases our process safety. So automation is most essential.
Sir, lubrication is something which is very very negligible part of any process plant. But how much important is lubrication according to you, sir? In all the equipments which are moving, sir, right lubrication and everything.
Sir, basically lubrication is generally carried out in all moving parts. Whenever we apply bearing, lubrication is most essential. But we should have some defined time interval based lubrication checking and making plan. Generally we follow 15 days or 1 monthly plan to carry out all equipment oiling, greasing, lubrication. So that and also in critical application we need to verify more critically its increase, vibration level increase, its temperature increase, to check the lubrication condition.
So because of actually lubrication, it is actually the vibration and temperatures that increases.
No, basically lubrication will maintain bearing in healthy condition. But if there is scarcity of lubrication, it will damage bearing. Damage of bearing will increase temperature and vibration. So to avoid damage of bearing, we need to carry out lubrication timely, at the specified interval only.
Sir, because now that actually the industrial world is actually advancing at a very fast pace, so do we have different quality of lubrication which lasts for a period of time? For example, if before 10 years or 15 years it was lasting only for 5 days or 15 days, now there could have been some advancement. And that because of that, applying that lubrication, we can rest assured for at least 1 month or 2 months or 3 months. And any that kind of technology is available in India, sir?
Sir, definitely. Even bearings are available with self-lubricated, and different grease and lubricating oils are available in market from reputed manufacturers. Once it applied, it will give very long life, even more than 5 to 6 year life. For any, even we apply some synthetic oils or synthetic grease, definitely we can reduce, we can increase the re-greasing or re-oiling time from 1 month to even 6 months also. So we need to review our equipment, check oilable option of grease and oils from different reputed manufacturer, and we can try on small equipment, and if trial is successful, definitely we can progress and apply on the critical equipment also.
Sir, boiler seems to be critical equipment, sir, actually in process industry. So can you tell something more about boiler, sir?
Sir, boiler is generally utilized to generate steam, and steam is utilized for heating purpose in any chemical process. Sometimes it may be utilized for as a motive power to turbine to generate electricity, but major application of steam is for heating and chilling. But in boiler, boiler is covered by Indian Boiler Regulation Act. So we need to maintain our boiler in healthy condition as per IBR guidelines, and that is the basic requirement, because anything will happen in this running boiler, then it may be one of the biggest disaster. So we need to take more care for better safety of boiler operation.
Sir, how much important is the right clothings? I mean, the right shoes, I'm wearing helmet and all those things in process industry.
So basically, in all the process industries, it is compulsory to use safety shoes, to use helmet, to use safety goggles in general application. If you are going in some plant area where there is a possibility of splash of chemicals, fire, then according to that, clothing must be provided. And if a team member is going to execute some special jobs on acid application or some hazardous chemical, accordingly clothing, PVC clothing, or even breathing apparatus, PPE must be utilized. So helmet, goggles and safety shoes are the basic requirement for any chemical process industry. And additional PPEs, this breathing apparatus, then complete PVC suit, then fire retardant suit, that will be as per according to site condition and requirement.
Sir, if there is an engineer who is recently appointed in any of the process factory, then what are your guidelines to him for maintenance, troubleshooting and selection and all things in the process factory, sir?
See, basically, if anybody is joining any industry from his completion, after completion of his education, the first duty of his manager or his boss is to give him his own safety guideline. He should be safe to work in plant. Second thing, he should be given basic knowledge of discipline, where to go, how to go, what care need to take. Second thing, he need to see the actual working of team, how the team is working, what discipline, what procedure they follows. After review this observation, whatever questions he is having, he will ask to his boss. The boss, how to deal in this, what is the solution for this. After getting this sufficient information for the plant, for emergency requirement and for equipment, then he can take charge to execute some light job, not critical job, light job. From light, based on his performance, he can go upward to handle more critical jobs. This is the basic procedure. It may take 6 months to 2 years to getting required output from that engineer.
Sir, we found that there are few engineers who are hesitant in asking questions to their seniors because of any reason. So, is it important to ask questions and take suggestions from the seniors in process factory?
So basically, it also depends upon nature of two person. Nature of engineer who is hesitating to ask any senior, and nature of his boss who may be not good to answer correct reply. But the basic requirement is that he must get the correct answer for whatever problems he is facing. So asking question is not a I can say that it will not degrade you. Asking question is the basically solution of problem. So we should not worry how he is going to reply. We should ask the question. If he is not able to satisfy technically, then we should go to some higher level. But we need to get solution. Otherwise, it may be something wrong.
Sir, it was a pleasure talking with you. We know that you are a busy man, but still you gave us ample of time and you shared your experience and insights of your life, personal and professional life experience with us. We are very much thankful to you for your precious time to us, sir.
So thank you very much.